Hello world, and welcome to mine. Though I suppose today in particular, that's in more of a literal sense than usual. Because today, the time has finally come for me to touch Minecraft, something which, in retrospect, I probably was expected to do sooner. No, you'd expect every epic gamer boy to be playing Minecraft before anything else, but I wanted to do other things. I wanted to play my Dark Souls. And you know what? I kind of don't regret that decision because those games are awesome. But now is not the time for suffering in Dark Souls. Now is the time for suffering in Minecraft. More specifically, I have discovered some services on the good old internet. Also, let me just reset all this. Hold on, don't mind me. Okay, I discovered some services on the internet that offer some server hosting. And while it'll take a bit more time and budgeting for me to get anything proper and official, I decided to see what would happen if I experimented with some of the low budget and free services. And I found that all of a sudden, even though it wasn't that common in the past, there's suddenly quite a lot of them popping up. So I figured, you know what? Why not? And thus, here I am. Now I don't really have any, I don't have any sort of grand plan for this. I don't have any grand design of any sort. No major plot to slay the gods or save the world or whatever. But what I do have is the will to live. I think. Also, I just realized I can't see chat. Hold on, let me completely break the setup for a moment so I can see chat again. Hey, there we go. I fixed it. I think. Alright, cool. So, it's also been like ages since I've actually played Minecraft, so I think there are like new features and such. Hi Foxy! I am playing a video game that I haven't really played in like months. So I hope you will forgive me if there are like new features that have been added that I don't recognize. Also, if it's eerily quiet, you know, maybe I should keep the BGM on. Minecraft is a pretty quiet game, isn't it? Minecraft indeed! I know the schedule had said Elden Ring in the past, but then I beat the game. Getting back into it myself recently. Oh, sweet. I suppose now's as good a time as any for me to start as well. By start, I mean continue. And I used to play this game religiously. I mean, it was one of those games that had me, that like, you know how some people play games very casually and other people play a game like for a very, very long time, like the same save file for like well over a year, just like this dedicated world of theirs, this dedicated profile. Minecraft was the first game that really got me into that style of gameplay. And I mean, like, later on I'd be going like back and forth between all different seeds and wouldn't dedicate to a world for ages yet. But when I first got into this game, I was there. I was all for it. Of course, nowadays I have Dark Souls to scratch that itch, so, and I just realized I didn't get any water. Oh no. My throat's gonna be super dry by the end of this, isn't it? Oh well, I've dug my grave and I'll lay in it. My very shriveled and dehydrated grave. lots of animals around here. That could be convenient. Ooh, I should grab some seeds, start myself a bit of a farm. I mean, yeah, shelter can wait. I've got farming to do. Seeds? Yeah. Seeds! Give me more seeds! Okay, that should be enough for now. Yeet. Yeet. No, yeet. Come on. There we go. And my axe broke. But that's okay. I shall be lurking mostly, but I'll chat when I can. Still working. Well, I'm just glad to have you here, and I'm hoping you're enjoying the ambience of my sweet, silky voice that is probably going to just totally deteriorate over the course of the next 20 minutes, at minimum. At a minimum. I see some stone over there. I also see an island. I'd like to take a look at that. With me, crafting chest. Glad to be here. Yay! To the isle we go! Oh, wait, no, it's not an island. It's just a continuation of the continent that looks like an island because, well, the gimmick of this particular service I'm testing out right now is that the servers are kind of like communal. So, like, you queue up, and then once someone's server session shuts down, it opens up, and then you can use it. It's a bit weird the way that works. But as part of it being a cost-effective communal sort of thing, wow, I cannot see a thing here. Stuff like render distance is very limited. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it, because I mean, it's a free server. Of course, there's gonna be limitations. But I will say, it is a bit awkward to work with when you have to sort of reinterpret everything around you, depending on whether or not you've been there long enough for the rest of the world to load around it. Give me more of these rocks. Should suffice for the moment. And let me grab one more. There we go. 20 should do for now. Little pig, let me in, and by that I mean let my hatchet into your face. I hear a piggy. Piggy? Pig? Piggy? Pig! Yeet! Yeah, yeet! Hey, dogs! Oh. That's gonna burn down the forest, isn't it? That's a shame. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Any coal around here? No. I may need to rely on coal! Furnace. Thank you. Wonderful. This is fine. On mobile, so I have like a 30-second delay, by the way. Oh, don't worry. Everybody has a 30-second delay because I'm not partnered, so Twitch doesn't give me the real-time option. Which is fine. Makes sense. It still frustrates me, but it makes sense. Go, got me some delicious pork chops. Ooh, more coal. It's an additional 30 seconds compared to PC. Oh no! That's a lot of seconds! That's more than 20. So I'll be honest, if one day I have just like the spare funds to throw at somebody to say, hey, make me a Minecraft skin because I'm bad at it, I probably will. I mean, this is a pretty basic looking skin, isn't it? I only just now realized that I didn't even make the skirt properly. Whoops. Oh well. Yeet. Yeet. I'll tell you what I need. You know what I need? I need a bed. One of my mods makes good Minecraft skins. He made mine for me. I'm sure he wouldn't change much. Sure he wouldn't charge much. I will have to keep that in mind. In mind. Get it? Because mine sounds like it has the word mine in it, and Minecraft also has the word mine in it. It's wordplay by repeating the same thing, but with like a weird intonation in my voice. As if it was a deliberate joke. When it wasn't a deliberate joke, it was just coincidental. Coincidental. Coincidental, that's the word. Keck. What does keck even mean? I know it's like supposed to be some kind of laughter, but like the word though. Beds, 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 beds. Gimme. Oh no, this is a rather steep mountainside. Careful, 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 careful. Don't do an Ed Sheeran and break your leg. Okay. I made it. Bed. Hope you guys don't mind me borrowing this. Hello, small villager. And just like that, I've got myself a new home. It is a nice place. It's very rustic. Any chests? Any loot for me to plunder? From my new neighbors? Slash housemates? Slash landlords? Y'all don't seem to have much in here, do you? Kinda barren. Which is like being rustic, but less flattering. Hello. Nope, nothing up here. That's alright, there's another half a village to scout out. Also, let me take some of these bundles here. Because I kinda ran out of pigs before. sweet. They got sugarcane too? Even better. Oh, potatoes! Fantastic! And what is this? Bread! And a hat! Nice. Let me just take this chest with me. Why is there just a tree in the middle of your road? You guys really need to groom this place. Pants! I have acquired pants. Let me just take this chest as well. That seems to be the end of the loot. Also, blacksmith. Or leather worker, not a blacksmith, it's a leather worker. Which is slightly less helpful, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I can still make use of you. Especially considering there were some cows nearby. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go hit those up. Make some fences, lock them in, get myself a grand old bounty from it. Now, where were those cows at? Oh, I found them. Clear the area around here. Moo bitch. Moo bitch. Trying to think of what a good spacing would be for these. That should be fine. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. And gates. Just make a couple more of these. No, not the iron golem. Why is the iron golem in here? You're not who I wanted to have in here.
Follower detected.
Oh, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome aboard, Mushy Snugs. I realize my alerts don't seem to be functioning properly on the screen, but believe me when I tell you, I do in fact see it in the readout. Forgot to drop a follow yesterday. What up? What's up? I'm playing some Minecraft! I admit it's not as exciting as my dialogue might make it out to seem. I am currently building up a livestock pen. Truly thrilling gameplay, I know. Now, where do those cows go? Hey, over here. Pigs! Gimme. Pigs! The audio alert scared the ever-living shit out of me. Was it that loud? I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to be that loud. It's true, can confirm was hilarious. Yes, I didn't... Not entirely sure how loud or quietly... How loudly or quietly it comes out on y'all's end. In fact, as demonstrated by the fact that the video component of it is not functioning properly, there seems to be some tinkering to be done with it today. Sure would be a shame if I had other responsibilities immediately after the stream that would prevent me from doing so today, and thus would demand that I need to take care of it after tonight's shift and do it some other day. It's all good, it wasn't super loud. Oh, wonderful. Now then. Generation 1, begin. And meanwhile, all your friends and family that y'all have left behind in the wilderness, I'm going to slaughter. Yeet. Yeet. Where's that other pig I saw? Hello. Here we go. Got plenty of meat for the coming winter. This game doesn't have winter, but whatever. I can still roleplay as if there is a winter. I can live out my Game of Thrones fantasy. I haven't actually watched Game of Thrones. Which is weird because I played like the entirety of Elden Ring, and like I was super excited because like, oh, George R. R. Martin, and people were like, and there was this guy I was talking to about it, not on stream but like off stream, and I was like, yeah, they got George R. R. Martin in for it, and it's like, oh sweet, I didn't know you like Game of Thrones. I'm like, haha, I don't. I don't like Game of Thrones actually. Are all Crafted's winter, and I'm not excited for it. I really enjoyed Game of Thrones. A lot of people enjoyed Game of Thrones, and I wasn't one of them. Like, I like me some complicated storytelling, but I don't know, man, it just didn't land for me. Maybe because it required brain. It required brain to understand what was happening. Maybe that's what threw me off about it. It's certainly not for everyone. I mean, that much is clear. Ooh, you seem fancier. You're a cartographer, mate. No, you're a mason. Interesting. Also, it's coming on nighttime. I like Game of Thrones, but I can definitely see how some don't. Yeah. So, there are some things that just unfortunately do not translate too well to everybody's user experience. There we go. Let me just kick both of these men out of this single bed. And I'll just take it from them. Also, where am I gonna get beetroot from? What even is beetroot? Never heard of that. Y'all growing any beetroot around here? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe once some of these crops go through, I can get some from them. Or do I have? No, I don't have near enough leather to talk with a leather worker. Oh well. Back to breeding. No idea what this is doing, but here, have this obscene quantity of wheat. Small animal. There we go. Not sure how all that fit inside you, because that was like many cubic meters of wheat. Taking this background track as a vibe. I'm glad you like it. It is the only one I own, and yet I still don't get to use it enough. So a quiet game like this, you know what? A quiet game like this, I'm gonna put it to work. Yeah, my oh, there's sheep over here. Awesome. I found this cool fella over on Twitter who does like BGM and such. They do so many tracks. There are so many people that get audio assets from them. And it's like all distinct and different. Like none of it is like super homogenous. It's actually quite impressive. So I figured like, hey, if this like highlight reel you got is anywhere near representative of your capabilities as a composer, take my money. And they took my money, and they gave me this track, and that is the end of that story. I've also got them set on another project of sorts, which should be coming to fruition sometime in the near future. But unfortunately, because life is a thing, there have been some delays. Like, I should clarify. That they're not at fault for the delays. Rather, pretty much everyone in the world is experiencing delays because of recent events, and so sometimes I guess you just don't get the time to work on what you want to work on. I don't know why, and they took my money, got a chuckle. I'm glad it did. Also, I think I hit this by accident when I was trying to interact with the villagers, so I'm just gonna even things out here. Now I just got this image in my head of like Eru just mugging me in an alleyway, and then just on her way out she just backhand like tosses a USB stick at me, and it's got the BGM on it, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's a jam, but I'd like my wallet back. That had my insurance card in it. Oh god, I hate when I accidentally strip wood. Did you just strip a house? Yes, I did. I went all Weird Al on it. Let me be your stripper, taking off lacquer, no one does it quicker. I'm so handy. You already know I'll beat all price quotes. My hourly rates are low. I'm so handy. You should call this pro. I'm in the phone book and say habla español. Y'all ever hear that? That Weird Al song is a parody of I think it was Fancy was the original. It was so good. Yankovic's music is so much better than it should be. Stripping on stream? No. Okay, maybe. Unfortunately, I do not have the detailed resources of someone of a project like Melody. can say I've heard it now. Well, I mean, I'd play it if not for concerns of copyright. Thanks for your lovely rendition. You're welcome. If I knew more of the lyrics, I'd probably just jam it right now. An awkward, like, slightly too quiet karaoke session. Honestly, that sounds like a pretty good time, but I don't know the entirety of it by heart. Yankovic has, ironically, some of the best musical content out there. Yeah, I mean, like, have you heard Hardware Store? Have you heard Hardware Store? It shouldn't be as good as it is. Like, it makes me so uncomfortable knowing that someone wrote a song about how everything sucks and is so tremendously boring that even a hardware store is cause for celebration. Like a hardware store opening up in town. And like the song was a complete and total banger. Yeah, Hardware Store is an absolute banger. See, glad we're on the same page here. Or else I'd have to stab you. Karaoke collab when? I am terrified of the prospect of trying to sort out the audio on a karaoke collab. Audio mixing is not my specialty, as you can probably tell from any of my recent streams where I had accidentally botched the audio, so it duplicated my BGM. It's like and it sounded terrible, and there was like a solid 2 weeks of this before I realized what was happening because nobody told me. It was awful. I don't want to know how disastrous me trying to audio mix a karaoke thing would work. Oh, it's fine. I don't know jack about Jack. How come we don't have, like... Okay, you know that weird, like, mid-late 2000s trend of, like, taking fairy tales and making them super edgy? Like, there was Hoodwinked, there was, Teen Wolf, there was all sorts of things. And then, like, they just stopped doing it for some reason? Like, that was just such a fun media trend. Can we get one of, like, Jack and Jill... where like Jack is just friggin' dead and Jill is some like hardened mercenary survivalist or something, and like the trailer is, "You don't know jack about Jill, coming this summer." Like, can we get that? Can we get that, please? I want to watch that. I mean, I probably wouldn't, because it'd probably be on some streaming service I can't afford. But I mean, I'd watch a YouTube essay talking about how the plot sucks. He's freaking dead! That would be hilarious. I agree. I just hear the clanking of the iron golem behind me, and I had to stop and make sure it's not like an enemy from Sekiro about to blast me with a hand cannon. A literal hand cannon. Actually, wait, no, that was Bloodborne, not Sekiro. Sekiro had mounted cannons, because it was marginally more realistic in how it treated weapons like that. I'm remembering, on the back end of my Dark Souls 2 playthrough, me and some boys in chat were just talking about this, the pilot for a new series coming this summer, because everything has to come this summer, right? It was about the chili contact. Just the entire premise. It's just this lady. It's like, imagine like having a nervous tick, but the nervous tick, instead of like twitching or like compulsive behavior, you just murder somebody, just stab them 37 times in the sternum. And so she has to keep calling this guy, this like super professional mercenary dude, this like hitman for hire, but instead of actually killing anyone, he just like cleans up after her. It's like making chili of what's left behind. It's like, Barry, I've done it again. Don't worry, I'll be there in 30. It's like not 30 minutes, he's just there in like 30 seconds on the dime. And he just makes chili. He is the chili contact. Oh God. I completely forget what I was doing. I've just been running in circles waiting on crops to grow. I could only feed one of them. Okay. Hey, so I murdered my boss again. Whoops. That's basically what it would be. Just like super overblown and dramatic is all. That would have to be a very inconvenient form of nervous tick, though, wouldn't it? It's like compulsively... Did they make a... They make a pen? Gonna make me laugh myself to death. Gee, I'm glad I'm making such a good impression at least. Even if this blood is on my hands. I'm just gonna get a bunch of emeralds from these guys. Why not? Alright, now I've got his experience up, whatever that translates to. I guess he's gonna sell better stuff later? I barely know. I barely understand. Hey, you got anything to sell for me? Sell to me? No? You got bread. You've also got bread. Anybody here sell armor? Just bread. More bread? Awesome. Hey, yo, leather worker. Leathery fellow. Oh, I can get a shirt that's been stained with ages upon generations of urine. Oh, what a deal. What a deal. Oh, I can get a slightly unpleasant shade of blue. You know what? Yeah, I'll take it. Why not? At least it fits. Just bread, only bread. I mean, I got enough bread in my life. I got like 16 cubic meters of freshly picked wheat sitting in my pocket. Believe me when I say, I've got enough bread. Speaking of which... Are the cows in breedable status at the moment? Yes, they are. Unpleasant blue is better than urine yellow. By our standards, yes. However, I'm sure there are some folks who would disagree. And I won't judge them for it. At least, not allowed. Wait a minute. They're looking submissive enough. Good. I'm just reminded of the story of that one fella in chat from before, and now I'm sad. I really don't... Hey, pumpkin pies! I have no idea what those do! I imagine they're food items, right? Probably. Wait a minute. Okay, so that wouldn't be a good deal. However, I can take... Lol, yeah, like, okay, buddy. Yeah, the guy from the chat, the guy who just walks in and says, "Ma'am, I hope I'm not being rude, but I must inform you. Your chest is fantastic." I just can't do it with a straight face. Oh, Mr. Mason, give me some bricks. Dang, these masons take quite a lot of what's the word? What's the word? Sales. That's pretty much how it went. Yeah. Whenever I say, man, I wish. There are times when I kind of wish I went the indulgent route. And it's like, even though it doesn't quite. It's like, even though it doesn't quite make sense. Just like, cause I was given the option, right? I was. Oh. Oh, what's that? It's a discount just in time for me not to be able to afford anything? Oh, well, aren't you just such a... You're an asshole, you know that, right? Now I want to play Minecraft? Well, play Minecraft! I've just been sitting here in this one town for like half an hour, and I'm still having fun. Also, I should probably make a chest or something. But yeah, I was given the option. I was given the option to just go like full-on female. But it's like, I was like, I don't know that. Even if that's like what I want, that might throw some people off a bit harder than I'm intending. Like, it's one thing for me to be, as the kids say, cute AF, but I don't know, the booba might be a bit overkill. But that has allowed me to dodge the potential of harassment. Though to be fair though, considering how lenient I am with like many kinds of humor, I feel like I'm one of the few people who might actually get a kick out of it. How could you turn down booba? I mean, well, first off, I'm already cute enough already. All right, let's be honest. I'm freaking adorable. Are you gonna tell me no? I'm freaking adorable. I shout in a super uncute manner. There we go. Oh my God, why are there so many of you? But it didn't really fall in line with my projected image. Susu model way. Oh God. I will say that since then, like, the question of possible female Suzu has come up, and I got a bit too curious, and so I asked someone like, if I were potentially, purely theoretically, to become Goyle, what kind of archetype would I fall under? Because in the brilliant world that is anime character design, there are some premium concepts, and the resounding sentiment I got was tomboy, which I mean, not sure if that means like I'm too much of a manly man to be truly feminine, or if it's that like I already, to those who don't catch on to the fact that I am boy, do I just come off as a tomboy-esque kind of figure? Is that just how I come off to people? And it's still, the thought still haunts me to this day. It's because tomboys are cute AF. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. And I'm probably a bit too tall for like the For like the anything with like a shorty gimmick. Anything that's like any of the sorts that are like really short and you can head pat, right? That kind of thing. I'm too tall for that. Like, looking at me not standing next to anyone, you might think I'm rather short. That's because you don't see me standing next to anybody. I think it's that tomboy is more or less an equivalent of femboy. Is it? Is it? Hold on. Google. Don't get too concerned with me, but I'm going to ask you, Google, what is the opposite of femboys? Oh, dang! Okay. So it is the opposite. It is considered the opposite. Interesting. Definitely not too tall, Lamau, like equivalent but opposite. Yeah. So tomboy definitely seems to be, tomboy seems to be considered the, like, the direct opposite slash parallel of femboy. So says, Lesbians Unite Amino. Although there is a post over here on Online English Learning by Quora, from somebody asking, and I quote, shouldn't femboys be called Jerry girls because they're the opposite of tomboys? Love them both, to be honest, just like I'm loving these Google search results. But yeah, I agree with the person who responded to that Quora post by saying it just sounds a bit too weird to roll off. It just doesn't sound right. It sounds euphemistic in a way, and not in a fun way, just like in kind of like an awkward, unintentional way. All right, so. I am running out of wheat. Are there any more hay bales around that I can use for wheat to trade? Because I want to get some more. I want to get some more bricks, but I don't have many bricks. I want to get some bricks before I go and build a shelter. I want to have a nice solid foundation as I start sort of making my way into the world here. I'm not sure why I phrased it that way. I figured I needed to say it in some dramatic fashion. Dude, just getting myself some additional wood. Don't you just love how these conversations go? Like, yeah, Minecraft, kid-friendly game, running around breaking some blocks, building houses, you know, harvesting wheat, trading with the locals. Also femboys. Though, I mean, I guess it's kind of inevitable considering, I mean, well, look at me. You know what I am. I know what I am. I am aware of what I have become. So what if you can see the dark inside of me? No one can ever change this animal I have become. Yeah, we believe it's not the real me. Oh, his sail is still going. Femboys make everything better? Can't say I have much experience on the subject. I don't interact with many others. Is the internet, you can't escape femboys? Booba is temporarily, femboys are eternal. Thank you for the bricks. I'm gonna get some more clay so I can keep trading with you. sexuality is just every girl and femboy, so yeah. Should I be concerned by the fact that you're saying that to me? Someone who fits into that description. Should I? Is this the part where I flee for comedic effect and then like the screen turns and like the screen fades out as I'm sprinting down the road into the sunset? Is that what's happening here? How convenient that this town here with a mason who needs obscene amounts of clay to level up just so happens to be on the coastline where there's a bunch of clay at the ready. Didn't mean it in a creepy way, you walnut. It's the internet. Everything's meant in a creepy way. What are you talking about? Imagine not meaning something in a creepy way. Aren't things just so much more fun when they're in a creepy way, though? I don't know, maybe I have too much fun with, like, fan fictions and stories of weird, creepy private messages on Twitter where people, like, open just, like, way too strongly. It's like, basically the entirety of subreddits, like, creepy PMs and that sort of thing, that kind of, like, total lack of self-awareness, that's the kind of humor that I just eat up. It is wonderful in how terrible it is. Oh god, it's even better when it's, like, someone who doesn't really know the language, so it's, like, super broken English, too. Oh, that's even better. It's like, send pig. I think it's a pretty good example of what I mean. I have so much clay. Hey! Mr. Mason! Mason! What do the numbers mean, Mason? If I can get a little bit more clay. Speak of the devil and he shall appear, and by the devil I mean whatever compound clay is. Half the reason why it takes me so long is dang phone keyboard keeps switching to Japanese. Your weeb power is too strong. It's trying to protect me. It's trying to protect me from your extremely high power level. No fun. I'm not trying to. I can't even read that. What even is that? I can't read hiragana or katakana or kanji or whatever that is. It doesn't switch on its own. You have to press the button, silly. Busted for having pressed a button one time and forgot to turn it off, probably. Screen messes up and does it on its own. Oh, that's even better. Oh, it's ha. It's hiragana and it says ha. Okay, can you tell I don't? Can you tell I can't read Japanese at all? Yeah, I've kind of had to put learning projects like that on the side to focus more so on not being homeless. Which is kind of unfortunate, because there was a time when I wanted to learn, but then personal responsibility happened. Oh, I can't sell him any more clay. That's a shame. Can I buy more bricks at least? Yes, I can. Oh my god, there's so many bricks. So many bricks. Oh, so many bricks. Oh, I can make a classic rock. I can make a classic rock album. There's so many bricks in this wall. That's fine. Completely understand. Just been learning Japanese casually. That's fair. We're lucky enough that we can learn in between work. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is my between work. So, whoops. There goes that idea. Now then... Oh, I had more clay in here. Neat. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. I was gonna put these in the furnace. I do have plenty of bricks now. Which means... I would like to scope out a place to... I love that you can just friggin' kick villagers out of their beds. It's pretty nice. It's pretty convenient. For everyone except for them. It is explicitly not convenient for the villagers. Alright, so. Excuse me, sir, this is mine now, GTFO. Pretty much. Right, so I have come to realize that I have like no cobblestone on me, so I should get some of that. Right. Ooh, actually, let me get up here. Let me get up here and let me see what I can find this way. Because this looks like quite a nice little mountain. Oh my god, there's an archway. Oh, it's got a grotto! Yo! Look at this place! So, who here likes the idea of a mountain mansion? Jeez, this place is huge. It's enormous. It's almost as big. It's almost as big as my love for the Lord. Yes, that joke was intentional. Shut up. There's emeralds too. Not like I need them because I can just trade for them now, but it's cool to have them on hand, I guess. What is this? Dripstone block. What was that noise? Is that a pig? Is that a pig falling from the sky? Building homes in the mountains is always fun. And no matter how bad you are at building, it always looks cool. Okay, but what if it's just a dirt cube, though? What if it's just a dirt cube, though? I feel like that'd look less cool. That was a rabbit, I think. Oh, that would explain why it made such a weird noise when it hit the ground at high velocity. Instead of when pigs fly, it's when pigs die. Yeah, I think it was a rabbit. Did I pick up any seeds? No, I didn't. Maybe I just didn't drop anything. It's also possible. I want to take these emeralds, but I don't have an iron pickaxe. Are you ready for the most action-packed segment of the game ever? Very slowly cutting down a stone obelisk with like one of the lowest tier mining tools in the game. It's gonna break. Yep, there it goes. Okay. There's my crafting table. I did not bring a crafting table. Yeet. Much better. While I'm crafting, I might as well make a fresh axe, huh? There we go. Do. God, I don't play enough games with keyboard and mouse anymore. My aim is totally off. Now I'm on PC, so chat delay should be much better. Wonderful. Now you can engage more directly with. No, you. Oh, let me just interrupt myself constantly with stretches and rearrangements in my seat. Now you can engage more directly with people on the internet. You definitely have no ulterior motives. Speaking of which, you wouldn't happen to know your credit card number, would you? Whoa, cool storytelling trick. Figure out your robot name. Enter below the last 4 digits of your credit card number, your current street address, your mother's maiden name, and we'll reply to you with your robot name. Just like all the robots' names are just like super generic. It's like Georgie, Jerome, Ender. Alright, Ender actually sounds kind of cool. Ender's actually a pretty cool name for a robot. Keeplish, Devourer of Souls. Should I be playing Minecraft while watching you? I just look up and it's just you with a bow. Every step you take, every breath you make, I'll be watching you. I never really did understand that song, because there's like this gimmick of like, oh, it's so romantic. It's about God. And then there's like the people who are like trying to be edgy and making the joke like, haha, it sounds like he's a stalker. Even though it's entirely about a stalker. Like it's 100% from the perspective of a stalker. Okay, what's that other one? You're beautiful, it's true. Like that one's about stalking too. Like there are a lot of songs about stalking that people think of romantic, but no. No, you've missed the point, people. Kind of like, y'all remember Maroon 5? Y'all remember their song, Animals? And how it was, like, really creepy, and gave off, like, total, like, Predator vibes, and, like, the music video was super pretentious, and, like, was very clearly this guy trying to sound more romantic and masculine than he really was. Y'all remember that one? How everyone was super mad, like, oh, it's glorifying harassment, it's glorifying stalking. And then just the guy who wrote the song just goes off in an interview like, dude, that's the entire point. Why are you mad at me for writing it well? Like he gave it a catchy hook and like made a compelling narrative about this like creepy stalker dude with a god complex, with like an alpha complex, and like people got mad at him because he wrote it properly. It's like getting mad at George R.R. Martin because, oh, how dare you kill all these characters in this show I like? You're making me feel bad by killing the characters. He's like, why yes, that's the point. You're not supposed to feel good when I kill a character you like. You're supposed to be mad. and be upset with the person who killed them, and thus have more of a motivation to keep watching and see if that person gets their comeuppance later in the story. That's the point. Bro, Animals is a weird song. It's creepy AF. Like, yeah.
It's supposed to be.
It's why I can never take somebody seriously when they say like, "Oh, Dark Souls should have an easy mode." Like, no. It's not even a matter of accessibility to whether or not it has an easy mode. It's a matter of like, hey, that's the point of it. It's supposed to be hard. Why are you gonna get mad about the game that's specifically marketed as a hard game because it's too hard? Like, come on, guys. Like, you gotta realize that sometimes you're just kind of missing the point. Not you guys specifically, you fellas in chat. Like, I'm talking about like people in general, just like the open community of man. So, as it were. For a moment I thought that was iron, but unfortunately it is not iron. I could go on for hours about people who want FromSoft games to be easier. Oh, believe me, many people have, myself included. I feel like it's pretty easy. I feel like it's pretty easy to go off on those games and say they should have an easy mode because not doing so and trying to argue that it doesn't need an easy mode is, oh, that's an ableist argument. Oh, you're gatekeeping. It's like, no, if the point is like you struggle and you suffer and sometimes you can't do it, and if you can't do it, then you suck it up and move on to something else and you lose. If you lose, you've lost. That's the point. And then people will cut back with like, they'll like turn their baseball cap to the side, all Ash Ketchum style, and they'll smirk at you and say, oh, that's ableist. Oh, you're just gatekeeping. Oh, I want to play these games for the story. Like, okay, read the wiki. Like, if all you care about is getting the story and the lore with zero effort put into actually earning it, the wiki is quite comprehensive.
Elden Ring is hard, therefore it sucks.
I think you missed the point. Pretty much! Well, Batman is homeless. Where's the dirt? Let me give this guy the proper dirt treatment. Hold on. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive. Just like animals, animals like animals, moles. Maybe you think that you can hide. I can smell your scent for miles. Just like animals, animals like animals, moles. Baby, I'm... Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That color palette doesn't fit in. And if it isn't softly creeping. That song is a frickin' bop though, for real. Animals or Hello Darkness, my old friend? Because I mean, yes to both of them, but I'd like you to be more specific so I can figure out what you're talking about. Also, I'm just gonna game rule do briefing false. Because as much as I respect this game, I don't like the explosions. I don't like random enemies breaking shit. I find it unpleasant. Both actually. Yeah, that's fair. plenty of wheat from here, which means I can probably breed those cows again. That probably sounds very bad out of context. And thus the inbreeding continues. Another generation of incest for us all to enjoy. I'm sure this won't backfire at all from on a genetic scale. You know, another song by Maroon 5 I really liked was Maps. But it always frustrated me trying to sing it, right? Because like the tempo on the chorus is so weird. Because it like it like half of it is just microtones. And it's like, yeah, as an occasional flourish, microtones are pretty dope. But like when a solid chunk of the song is just constantly microtoning, it's like it just it feels weird to do. So I'm following the map that leads to you. On the map that leads to you. Ain't nothing I can do. On the map that leads to you. Following, following, following. So I now realize I never took the I never took down the crafting table. Hold on, can I even reach that? I don't think I can. I think I gotta bridge over to it. Why would I do this? Why have I done this to myself? There it is. Floating away. Just Mary Poppins crafting table. Okay. This is where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where? Is he up there? I don't know where he is. Down here? Oh, there he is. Hello. Ow. Ow. There we go. You know, it'd be great if there was some, it'd be great if there was some iron down here. Or coal. Or anything I can actually mine. That's the creeper. No. I can't see a thing. Where am I going? Hi. Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. Oh, I see coal. I see more coal. Oh my god, this place is so rocky, you'd think it'd be an award-winning 90s movie. Or 80s movie. Hold on, when was... Ow, ow, ow. I'm trying to look up when the Rocky movies were filmed, alright? Cut me some slack, Gabe. Okay. Rocky movie. 1976? That was the 70s? What? Yo, that movie is significantly older than I thought it was. Also, apparently there was a musical in 2012 for some reason. I don't know, the only musical the only like proper Broadway style musical I've ever watched was what was that guy's name? The guy, he was in Patrick Harrison? Is that his name? Yeah, he had a performance, and it was like this meta thing about musicals, and how, and I quote, they're not just for gays anymore. and it was kind of awesome. Like, I wish I think that might actually just be the name of the song. I don't know, I'll have to look that up sometime and reunite with the wonderful storytelling masterpiece. Neil Patrick Harrison, that's his name. It was a good time. It was a good time. I liked it. My axe is broken. No, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Thank you for stopping it. I'm gonna get up on the higher ground so mobs aren't falling on me anymore. God, I want some iron. I really need some iron. I have none. There is none. Oh, cat. I really wanted to have a cat, you know, but unfortunately nowadays it's like super expensive. Because like not only is the economy trash, so like the base expenses of having a cat at all are gonna be through the roof. But also like any living space you can get into is gonna charge you extra for having a pet for some reason. Even though I feel like modern pet owners tend to take better care of their animals and they're like better trained and such. So I'm not sure if that's entirely necessary. God, this place is huge! I think I've said that before, but it bears repeating. It bears repeating. Iron, iron, iron! Finally! Yeah, no, pet fees are honestly pretty unneeded these days. Yeah. Hold on, the moment I said iron just then, a song came into my head and I'm trying to remember what the words were. Wikipedia, do you have the lyrics? No, you don't have the lyrics. Why don't you have the lyrics? Ah, there it is. This song does exist in the form I recall. For anyone who's curious, I was got to lurk a while, but I'll try to pop back in when I can. You enjoy what you do get. Whatever component of the experience you do get the opportunity, to see. I hope you have fun with it. I've had a good time thus far. I've barely accomplished a thing, just kind of been just running around the same village for a while, but you know what? It's been good nonetheless. But yeah, the song I was thinking of was Woodkid, Iron. You know, the song that was used to promote that Assassin's Creed game that everybody loved. I mean, I got less out of the game than the song because I just listened to his... I listened to the Golden Age album that Iron was on for like months on end. I mean, I got my fill, but everybody else was busy complaining about Assassin's Creed existing. Felt like so. Meanwhile, I was just there, just blasting in my headphones like. I'm ready to start the conquest of spaces, expanding between you and me. Come with the night, the science of fighting, the forces of gravity. Is there any iron down there? Just copper? Looks like just copper. That's a shame. Copper, more copper. That's not even copper. It's even less useful than copper. mean, I know I'm desperate, game, but I'm not that desperate. Primarily because I can't actually make tools out of copper. So it's just kind of wasteful to keep throwing it at me. Yeet! Okay. I don't think Thor approves of my Siegmeyer impression. I am out of torches. Hold on just a moment, armies of the undead. I gotta make more torches. There we go. I thought that was something more spectacular. It looked weird in the low light, but unfortunately it was not important. Hello. That was easy. Coal, copper, 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 coal, coal, copper. Where's the iron? Where's all the iron gone? Where's all the iron gone? So tell me, where have all the good guys? Where have all the good guys? Where have all the good guys gone? Where have all the good guys? Where have all the good guys? Where have all the good guys gone? My voice kind of broke a bit there because dry. Oh, why didn't I bring some water? Why must I afflict myself with this terrible suffering that is mildly dry throat? Oh. That's interesting. Fall damage is amplified on those. That's awful. That's terrible. Who would conceive... Why would somebody put a system in this game that would increase fall damage? That's terrible. Yes, the pointy do the hurt. Alright, in my defense, I haven't played this game in a state that would include the pointy. So I had to be sure that what I experienced was accurate. Oh, I hear an Enderman having a good time. It's a grand little time for everyone involved. You know, I probably should have secured a way up before coming down here, but I'm sure it's fine. I have returned to the surface world. I'm also slightly lost because I don't remember how I got here, but that's not important. Think I was up this way? I admit to being slightly lost. slightly lost is better than completely lost. Marginally so, but you're not wrong. I don't even think I need all this coal. I mean, I'll still take it, because I can probably use it later to cook something. But it's just like, coal isn't all that necessary in these games, are they? Like, after a point, you just have so much of a surplus that you never need to worry about it again. It's not like Frostpunk, where it's like, every day it's like, oh god, do I have enough coal? Hey, there's the village. The village. Ow. Ow. I'm back, guys! Did you miss me? No? Too bad. Let me get some wheat real quick. That's not wheat. Where's the wheat? Where's the wheat? There's some wheat. And now, let the, wait. No, that's not ready. Unfortunately, that one is not ready. Your sail is still going? Aren't you the frugal fella? Alright, I'll take some more bricks from you then. Wonderful. I see more wheat. Cows! There we go. God, look at all this this enormous mass of cow flesh growing ever broader by the day. Here, have some raw human. Here, have some rotten human flesh to chew on. I must prepare your cannibal tendencies for when the day of war arrives. Yummy, yummy. Moga, moga, yummy. Moga, 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 moga. Unfortunately, that's one of the songs I can't sing because I don't know the words because I don't speak Japanese. I know not the ways of the Moga Moga. But yeah, this even though this is a free server, like a totally free resource, I didn't know I could put seeds in there. Can I put dandelions in there? Yes, I can. Okay. The compost system is more flexible than I thought it was. I thought I needed to put like straight up, like perfectly usable crops like wheat and the like in there. there's another. I wonder if I can fill this up completely. Is that why there's so many farmers around here? Because there's all these compost bins? Is that what's going on? Hey, I got a single bone. That wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth the time at all. Is that potatoes? Neat. That's a lot of seeds for a single bone meal. Exactly. I could have used that to just, you know, plant more seeds. Just need 15 beetroot, but they only spawn one at a time, though. What kind of slave train you trying to run here? It'll still be a while yet before I can harvest these cows. And by harvest, I mean just completely demolish via blunt force. Just like really lay into them with the axe. I gotta run intimidation tactics so they're demoralized. Yep. Definitely gonna use the axe. Gotta use the real rusty one that cuts super slowly. Yeah, definitely. Totally. There's no escape. Don't try it. Speaking of bone meal, I've got a bit more. By a bit more, I mean like that's the last of my bone meal. I grew one set of carrots and that's it. Oh, I don't have enough potatoes. I almost had enough potatoes, but not quite. Hey, you like carrots? No, you want wheat. Beet. You want wheats and beets. You want potatoes. Do you like carrots? No, you want beetroots. Who's the guy who wanted carrots? I know he was somewhere around here. No. No. Wait, what's that? Oh, it's just a pressure plate table. I thought it was a work table of some sort. I saw the cobblestone behind it and thought it was important. You there? Do you like carrots? How about you? No? No? No. Where are you getting all these dyes? I genuinely don't understand how they have so many different colors of dye when they live just out here in this one super vanilla village. There's the carrot guy. Wonderful, finally found him. That does seem to be the end of my trading ventures for the moment. Which means it's back to waiting on more crops. Do I have 20? No, I have 8. I have nowhere near the wheat I thought I did. Though, to be fair, a lot of the wheat was spent getting the cows horny, so... one can understand how I might be a little bit low. Stretching. Stretching. Nope. Nah, no. I'll use that for something else. Well, I think after I snack some of these sugar canes. God, there's so many. Gonna make so many books after this. Oh yeah, give me some pumpkin pies. Why not? I have no idea what the practical use of these is beyond eating, but I guess I'll find out later. Maybe they're a super rare, super effective kind of food item. Come on. Come on, let me in. Let me in! Thank you. Right. So, I realize this wasn't the most super productive session of Minecraft ever, but the recipe's unlocked. Oh, neat. But, whatever the case, I think that'll be a pretty good place to leave things off. You know, I got myself a bit of an established community here. I've got a steady flow of cow, slowly but surely filling up with a wealth of meat and skin for me to harvest later. Yes. Oh, you will make fine shoes, I'm sure, Jerry. Just you wait. But, I think I'm gonna let this sit for now. You know, let the crops grow. Let the cows carry on for a while. So that way next time I come in, I will have a lot of the grinding done and I can go to building my manor. Hi. Progress was made. Indeed, progress was made, and I got a whole lot of bricks too. And by that I mean enough bricks for like one building's foundation, probably. So I'm gonna consider. I think like right at the crest of that mountain there, you know, so that way I can get a good view of it from the town. It's like towering over everything. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good place for it. Oh yeah, definitely. Bricks for days, bricks for a day specifically. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed your stay here as much as I did, as much as I enjoyed it as well. And so, that's gonna be where I leave things off for now. Those of you who came here at the start, and those of you who came in later, and especially those of you who are catching up with the VOD after the fact, I appreciate your viewership and your company. And so until the day comes when we meet again, I bid thee good day and goodbye, world. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Oh God.